What if I told you this rivalry didn't actually start on the pitch, but with a move that felt like a full-blown invasion? Why do Arsenal and Tottenham genuinely hate each other? Is it just football rivalry or something much deeper? Because once you hear this story, you'll realize this isn't just a derby. It's personal. Let's rewind the clock. Before all the chaos, before the drama, before the hatred, there was actually no rivalry at all. Hard to believe, right? Arsenal weren't even a North London club back then. They were based in Woolwich in South London, miles away from Tottenham's territory. Meanwhile, Tottenham were already rooted in North London, building their identity, building their fan base, becoming the club of the area. The two clubs lived in completely different parts of the city, different communities, different supporters, different worlds. No tension, no real reason to hate each other. So what changed? 1913. This is the moment that lit the fuse. Arsenal made a decision that would completely reshape English football history. They moved from Woolwich in South London to Highbury in North London. And here's the key detail. Highbury was only 4 miles away from Tottenham's ground. For Tottenham fans, this wasn't just a club relocating. This felt like someone walking into your house and claiming the living room. Suddenly, Arsenal were competing for the same supporters, the same neighbourhood pride, the same football territory. North London had always been Spurs' area, their patch, their identity, and now Arsenal had arrived uninvited. To Tottenham supporters, this wasn't business, it was an invasion. And that's when the tensions started building. But believe it or not, the real explosion came a few years later. 1919. After World War I, English football was reorganizing itself. The First Division was expanding, and clubs were waiting to see who would take the new spots in the top flight. Now normally, promotion is simple. You finish high enough in the league table, you go up, fair and square. But what happened next shocked a lot of people. Arsenal had finished 5th in the second division before the war. Not first, not second, 5th. Yet somehow they were voted into the first division. Yes, voted. Meanwhile, Tottenham had just been relegated from the top division, so Tottenham went down and Arsenal suddenly went up. You can imagine how that looked to Tottenham fans. And here's where it gets even more interesting. At the time, Arsenal's chairman was Sir Henry Norris, a powerful and influential figure in English football politics. Many people believed he had a major role in convincing other clubs to vote Arsenal into the first division. Nothing was ever officially proven, but the suspicions stuck. And for Tottenham supporters, that moment became part of the club's memory forever. To them, Arsenal didn't just move into their area, they also took a place in the top division that Spurs felt should never have happened. From that point onwards, the rivalry wasn't just local, it was emotional, it was bitter, and every time the two teams met on the pitch, it meant more than just 3 points. Decades passed, and the rivalry only grew stronger. Matches became louder, more intense, more hostile. Fans circled the North London derby every season because beating your rival wasn't just satisfying, it was everything. And then came moments that made the rivalry even more painful. One of the most famous happened in 1971. Arsenal needed a result at White Hart Lane, Tottenham's home ground, to win the league title, and they did it. Right there in Tottenham's stadium. Tottenham fans had to watch their biggest rival celebrate a league title on their own pitch. For many supporters, that was one of the worst football moments imaginable. But it didn't end there. In 2004, history repeated itself. Arsenal under Arsene Wenger arrived at White Hart Lane again and confirmed another league title. Yes, they won the league again at Tottenham's ground. Imagine that happening twice. That's the kind of thing fans never forget, and it only deepened the rivalry even more. Now, fast forward to today. Both clubs have modern stadiums, global fan bases, world-class players, and massive audiences watching every derby around the world. But the feeling between the supporters, still raw, still intense. Because when Arsenal play Tottenham, form doesn't matter, league position doesn't matter, even the season doesn't matter sometimes. It becomes about pride, about history, about proving who truly owns North London. And that's why the North London derby feels different from most rivalries. This isn't just about football results, it's about a move that felt like betrayal, a decision that looked suspicious, and over 100 years of tension building between two clubs living just minutes apart. So, when people ask why Arsenal and Tottenham hate each other so much, now you know. Geography might define where your club plays, but history defines your rivals. So, let me ask you something. Is the North London derby the fiercest rivalry in football, or do you think there's an even bigger one out there? Let me know what you think, and if you enjoy proper football stories like this, make sure you subscribe for more.